Packing for a walk on the Camino can be nerve-wracking. Pack too much and you're carrying an unnecessarily heavy load. Pack too little and you're without the things you might need. The Camino is a cross between a backpacker's thru hike and a vacationer's hotel-to-hotel tour. Every day you walk, you're in a new town or city. So while you don't have to carry food or shelter, you do need some essentials, and this video is all about showing you what I'll be packing on my next trip. Hi, I'm Robin. Welcome to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, last year I attempted to walk the Camino de Santiago. I started out in Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port, France, and I made it as far as Azofra, Spain, until I had to stop because of an injury. I think it was a stress injury related to high mileage days as well as a heavy pack. So I rearranged things this time. I've given myself more time to complete my journey, and I have meticulously planned my pack so that the whole pack weight doesn't exceed 14 pounds. So hopefully with those two changes, that'll be enough to guarantee success for my trip this time. If you're at all interested in knowing what I put in my pack, I went ahead and put it on a lighter pack, which you can find the link to that below. All right, so let's get started. To start off with, I want to tell you about two things that I'll be bringing that are not going to be inside the pack, but they're definitely essential. The first is my hip belt or my fanny pack. This one I took great care to find. It's from Amazon. The reason why I took a lot of care to find it is because it has a low profile. It has 3 different pockets, and that was important to me because I'm going to be putting my money, my credit card, and my US passport in one pouch. I'll be putting my Pilgrim's passport in another one, and in the third one I will have it available for my phone. And this worked out really well for me last year. I was able to keep it on my person at all times, and when it came time to get my credentials stamped, I didn't have any problem with my money falling out or anything like that. The next thing that's going to be on my person that I will not be putting inside the backpack are my shoes. And again, I'm going with the Ultra Lone Peak. This is the Ultra Lone Peak 6. I love the Lone Peak shoes because they have a super wide toe box. They're very breathable. They have grippy soles, and they are a 0-drop shoe. So I live in Hawaii, and over here we don't wear shoes inside the house, and when we're outside the house I often wear slippers. So my slippers are 0-drop. Going bare feet is 0-drop. So for me to adjust to a 0-drop shoe was no problem at all. I'm super comfortable in these shoes, and yeah, I'm sticking with these. Now my pack, I am changing up to an Osprey Tempest 34. I like the Osprey brand of packs. I feel like they're very well made. This one has a lot of the bells and whistles that I've come to love. Last year I took a Mira 32. The biggest difference between the Mira 32 and the Osprey 34 is the profile. The 32, it kind of bowed out from my back more. It was a shorter pack and it bowed out this way. With the 34, I'm hoping that since it's a little bit taller than the 32, I'm hoping that my center of gravity will be closer to my person and I'll be a bit more stable on my feet. And then just like last year, I'll be going with a hydration bladder. I like this system. I like having the water just right there whenever I'm thirsty. I don't have to reach for a water bottle. I am switching up the bag this year. Last year I had a 2.5 liter bag. This year I'm going with a 1.5 liter. One of the mistakes I made last year was in the morning I would fill that bag up full, and water is heavy, and I didn't realize it, but you don't need that much water because there's fountains in every town that you go to, and it really wasn't much of a problem. Madrid route, the one that I'm going to be taking this year, there might be longer stretches. But I do feel like I'll at least be able to read up on some of the forums and figure out, you know, where the water sources are and that kind of thing. I'll be filling this up to about 1 liter and then carrying that with me. Hopefully that'll be a better plan than what I did last year. Before I dive into the pack, I want to share with you one thing that you absolutely should have for your backpack. This is a carabiner clip or an S-hook, anything like that works. I like this one because it folds out into an S-hook. I keep it on the top of my backpack, and you'd be surprised. This was great when I was in the airports or the albergues. I would just hang my backpack from the door so I didn't have to put it on the ground. But definitely some sort of carabiner or S-hook is definitely something you want to bring along with you. Okay, so let's dive in. On the sides here, I have a luxury item. This is a sit pad from Z-Packs. I plan on taking a lot more rest breaks this time around, maybe even some siestas under a tree or something like that. And just having a sit pack will make me feel like I can have some sort of barrier between me and the earth so I don't get all dirty in the process. It's super lightweight. I know it's a luxury item, but I'm gonna bring it with me. And then on this side, I have another luxury item, but I think this is kind of a necessity for me, which is an umbrella. This is a super lightweight Snow Peak umbrella. And the reason why I'm bringing this is because I do have a rain jacket, but I don't have a cover for my backpack. So I'll probably be encountering rain. This will definitely help me keep my pack dry, and I don't really need to get drenched with water. I don't want to, so I'm bringing an umbrella. This is my hat. This year I went with a different hat. This one's lighter than the one that I had last year. I had a Tilly hat, wide brimmed hat last year, which was fine. This one is made by Sunday. It has a flap in the back for my neck and shoulders. I really like this one because of how compact it folds up, and again, it's super lightweight. So inside my pack, I have the top here. Well, first I have in here, this is my rain jacket. This is my anti-gravity gear rain jacket in orange. I love it. I love it because it has pit zips. When you're hiking or walking and you're having to wear a rain jacket, you're gonna sweat, and sometimes inside your rain jacket gets wetter than the outside. So having pit zips helps to cut down on that moisture that's inside the jacket. So that I keep up here just so it's easily accessible. Another thing I keep easily accessible is my jacket. This is my puffy from Patagonia. I got this from their worn wear collection. I think it's great. It has one tiny little flaw on it, but honestly, I'd have to look really hard for it. I like this jacket because it is synthetic. And the reason why I like synthetic this time is because, heaven forbid, if I get bed bugs along the way, I can just throw everything into the washing machine and not worry. If I were to bring down with me, then that would be a different story. Down takes a little bit extra care, and you can't just throw it into the washing machine. So synthetic jacket, that's what I brought this time. I will be bringing with me a small backpack. This one is from Osprey. It's a teeny tiny little backpack. It's always good to have something to carry with you when you're out and about in town, like on a day off or something, if you want to do some shopping, or if I want to go ahead and send my backpack ahead, which I did the last time a couple of times. I can put my essentials in here and just send my backpack ahead, especially if I'm going to be attempting a particularly long stretch. Then I'm going to opt to do that, have my backpack sent ahead, and then just carry this with me. This will have my water and my umbrella and whatever else I need for the day. Okay, so for filming videos, I'll be bringing my DJI Pocket 2 again. I love this. It's a great little camera, and I know this isn't on everybody's list because not everybody's going to be making videos, but this was worth it to me because, yeah, that's what I plan on doing. This is my ditty bag. In here I have, oh, this is really cute. This is a bag that I had printed from Hilltop's Packs. This is a Dyneema bag. I just was playing around with it and I had a lot of fun. It has 2 compartments in it, so I'm going to be keeping my toothbrush, toothpaste, and dental floss in one compartment, and in the other compartment I'm going to treat it like my ditty bag. So I have my headbands, a hair tie. I will be bringing clothespins as well as a Sea to Summit clothesline. And a lot of people might think, oh, that's totally not necessary because there are enough clotheslines out there on the Camino, which there are, but I did find myself in a couple of situations last year in which there wasn't room on the clotheslines, or there wasn't enough clothespins. So I had that last year and I found it to be totally handy, so I'm just going to bring it again this year. What else do I have in here? I have Band-Aids. I am a nurse, so we pack our fears, right? And along those lines, I have medication like ibuprofen. I have some antidiarrheal medications, Tylenol. I have makeup, like the only makeup that I'm going to be bringing is a little bit of mascara and lip gloss. And then I will have some makeup remover. You don't really need makeup on the Camino, but I will be doing some traveling before and after, so I kind of want to look presentable. Clippers and a nail file, eye drops. Paper tape is great for all sorts of things. Blisters for sure. If you feel one coming on, you just put some paper tape on there. So yeah, that's my ditty bag. This is my shower bag. Again, it's another Dyneema bag, super lightweight. In here I have my Sea to Summit towel. And this year I went with a smaller towel than I took last year. You don't really need a big towel. This is microfiber, it dries very quickly. A little scrubby thing for in the shower. I put my shampoo and hand lotion and whatnot in these little bags. Well, I put the sticker on there, but if you can see these little bags that I got from Amazon, they're super cute, lightweight, and it replaces heavier, you know, like tubes and stuff that I had my shampoo and conditioner in. So this was a good idea. I'm glad I did that. I have deodorant, comb, and razor. So that's my shower bag right there. And then the other little bag that I have is my electronics bag. In here I have charging cords for my phone and my watch. I have a European adapter, which has 2 USB ports on the side. I didn't have a big problem finding electrical outlets last time I was on the Camino, but it's not a bad thing to get a power converter that has more than one outlet on it so that you can charge multiple things at once. This is essential. This is a headlamp. There were some times that I was out and about early in the morning. If I had a really long day ahead of me, I would often leave very early before the sun rose. And this was good I definitely used this a couple times and I plan on using it again. I have earphones, and this is a very small, the smallest power bank I could find. It's by Anchor, 5,000, I believe, milliamps. So again, power wasn't an issue for me on the last Camino, but it is a good idea to bring a power bank just in case I find myself in a situation where I don't have the ability to get recharged. And this time I will be starting out from Madrid and walking to Sahagún and then connecting with a French route from there. So I'll be out in the wilderness a lot more this time compared to the French route. So definitely bringing a power bank. Okay, so a couple other big items that I have in my backpack are a pair of sandals that I'll be wearing in the evenings, and my sleep system. So for a sleep system, I'm bringing another silk liner. This one's by Sea to Summit. Silk is a great bed bug deterrent, so that I'll be bringing, as well as a synthetic travel blanket. So between the two, I hope to be warm enough at night. I'm sure it'll be fine. Again, this one's synthetic, so in case I run into bed bugs, heaven forbid, then I can just throw this in the wash and not worry about it. I will be traveling during the pandemic, so I do have some masks and a few COVID tests, that sort of thing. In my hip belts, I'll be carrying sunglasses, sunscreen, lip balm, and eye drops. And then for my clothes, so I'm going to start with some of my luxury items. This is where most of my luxury items are. So I am bringing myself calf compression sleeves. I have two Patagonia shirts here that are extremely lightweight, and then I have myself a skirt that matches the shirts. So these are my luxury items. So for my pants, I'm bringing, these are both from Ex Officio. These are their Nomad shorts, and I like them because they have a pocket right here in the side, and that's perfectly placed for my iPhone. And the pants are the Nomad pants as well. They're lightweight, pockets in the same place. So I just like keeping it sort of in the same family, I guess, just because then I know the fit, I know where the pockets are, you know, it's just easy. Wake up in the morning and just have a pair of these and just go. I will also be bringing with me a skirt. This is from Mountain Hardwear. This is a skirt, not a skort, and that was important to me. This is the only one that I can find. This is made of, I think it's nylon. It's quick drying, super lightweight. I don't do well in skirts. They have a tendency to hike up and feel really uncomfortable, so I'll be wearing the skirt. For my shirts this year, I'm bringing two shirts, same shirt, different colors. These are from Ex Officio. These are their Bugs Away shirts. They long sleeved. Apparently there's some sort of technology that they're supposed to keep bugs off of you or something. It's supposed to be good up to, I think it said 60 washes. I'm not sure. As far as socks goes, I am bringing with me 3 pairs of socks, 2 Injinji pairs, which are an absolute must for me. And then I'm bringing myself some Farm to Feet socks. These are really fluffy, just to sleep in at night. Let's see what else. A couple of sports bras, and then my Ex Officio underwear. Putting everything in a 13-liter dry bag. I like to have everything kind of in bags inside my pack, so in case my pack gets wet, then I don't have to worry a lot about things inside getting wet. But definitely having redundancies of, you know, keeping your back covered, the pack covered, and things inside definitely helps, because you don't want to have wet stuff at all. 2 more things that I'll be bringing that I didn't mention yet is my Camino Madrid book. I don't normally, you know, like carrying a guidebook. They're heavy and they're kind of unnecessary, but the Camino Madrid is a lesser known route for sure. And I definitely wanted to have something that I can refer to along the way. And then the last thing I'll be bringing is a rock for the Cruz de Ferro, which is the highest point along the French route, which I'll be on by that time. Apparently you toss the rock onto this mound where there's a huge cross so as to cast away your burdens. So I'll be taking part of that tradition with this rock. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna pack everything into my pack, and then I'm going to weigh it to see how well I've done. I'm gonna leave out the clothes that I'm gonna be wearing, so I won't be weighing those, but I'll be putting everything else inside my pack. Okay, so here we have the moment of truth. Let's see how I did. $14.2, which is right where I want to be. So yeah, that's my packing list. That's everything I'm packing into my pack. Obviously water weighs something, so there's going to be that weight, but when you weigh your pack you don't really take into account water, food, things like that. So with that said, wish me luck. I hope to make it this time. I've given myself a lot of time to do this, and a fun thing, my husband will be joining me for part of this, so I'm really excited about that. And I hope to see you on the trail. If you're going to be doing the Madrid route, I'd love to hear from you. But yeah, I hope to be making videos along the way and sharing my journey with you. With that said, buen camino.